Hello, welcome to day 5, our last day of the series here, and this is going to be about a 6-minute routine to roll your thighs and your legs with the foam roller. And I'm going to do it with you and keep time, just as if we were doing it together in class. So first we're going to start rolling the hamstrings, the back of the thighs, and if you've never done this before, or you're just starting out, I'm just going to keep our time, I'm going to ask you to do both legs at the same time. So notice I'm placing my thighs on the roller, I'm putting my hands on the floor. If that seems impossible, you can use blocks or something under your hands. And then I'm picking myself up and rolling myself forward and back. So this requires a little bit of strength. If that seems really impossible, then you can try to stay on the floor and just do a little bit more of a rock here or rock your legs side to side. So either way, this is your level 1. Your level 2 would be adding some side to side. And then your level 3 would be finding a spot, digging your heels into the floor, holding, and then relaxing. Holding, and then relaxing. And if all of this with both legs on the roller is nothing, no big deal, then you would just come onto one side. So you could maybe cross the legs over. So all my body weight now is helping to push down on this one leg. And then just like we did with the glutes, you're kind of exploring the whole thing. So you're rotating the thigh in, rotating the thigh out. And I just want to point out your IT band on the outside of the thigh here. If you feel on the outside of the thigh there's a thick and firm band that runs from knee up to hip and glutes, you just don't want to roll over that. So you can roll kind of all the way up to it, you just don't want to roll over it. So you can do the hamstrings with me like we just did, or you can bias one side and do one side at a time. For quadriceps, if you have trouble with the positioning that I'm about to show, or you know this is going to be really intense, I would ask you to sit up on something and take your roller and you're just going to self-massage like this. Again, just not rolling over the IT band there. So this might be enough. Just giving yourself a gentle massage with the roller, like you're rolling out some pizza dough. But if that seems like not enough for you, then you're going to place your roller perpendicular to your yoga mat. Come onto your abdomen with your thighs on the roller. So again, you don't want to roll over your hip bones, you don't want to roll over your kneecaps, you can roll all the soft stuff in between. So you're coming onto your belly, the roller, I'm starting with the roller below my hip bones, and then my elbows are on the floor, and I have to kind of army crawl myself forward and back. So again, yes, a little bit of strength required to do this, but you can always just stay somewhere, right? You can always stay here. You could put pillows under your belly and hang out here, so it doesn't have to be like a plank. So if this is where you're at, I'm feeling this, especially on one side more than the other today. So I would probably just stay here really slowly, crawling forward, so I'm all the way to right above my kneecaps, and then slowly letting myself all the way back. So if you feel this is a great place to stay. If you want more, then you have to add side to side movement. So you could keep both legs on the roller and just rock a little bit right and left. Or you can bias one side like we did with our glutes yesterday. So that would be more like, then the roller is more on the outside of the thigh. The bottom leg is relaxed. The top leg is our lever, it's our work leg. So then I'm pushing into this foot to roll slowly over the thigh. So I'm still in control, but it's going to be more intense because now my entire body weight is on one leg rather than split between the two. So if you're doing this along with me, you can stay with the two thighs on the roller, or you can stay with one leg on the roller here, and then we'll do the other side. We'll be here for about 30 more seconds. Breathing in and out through your nose. The more intense the sensation, the more slowly I want you to move. And wherever you are, just take a big breath in, big breath out. And then of course, if you have time, you can stay longer. Otherwise, we're going to move on to the other side. If you're still doing both thighs, great, just stay where you are, doing both sides. So again here, if this is what you're going for, you're coming onto the sort of front / outside of the thigh, not the IT band, not the hip bone, and not the kneecap, and you're slowly seeing what's going on there. And this is more intense for me on this side, so I'm gonna go really slow, and notice that I'm just going towards and away from my head because it's intense. If you wanted more, then you would move towards and away from the floor. And moaning and groaning and complaining are all normal and healthy and appropriate. So if I were doing this alone, this is pretty slow moving for me. I'd probably have to stay here for a while longer. But we're just going to stay here for another breath. So take a big breath in through your nose. Slow breath out. And then come on up. The last place we're going to roll is our calf muscles. It's almost exactly the same as what we just did for the hamstrings. So if you suspect it might be a little bit intense, you're going to start with both legs on the roller, the meaty part of your calves. And the nice thing about the length of our legs is we can kind of just bend the knees here, and that works. That's enough. Boop, 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 boop. And if you need to go past level 1, then you start to rotate legs out and in and kind of explore some of you'll kind of feel maybe if your leg seems to kind of clunk, then you know you're going against the grain of the muscle. And if you find something interesting that you want to explore, you feel some sensation, then you try to stay on it. This is level 3, flex and point. So I'm going really slowly because if I go faster, I know that it's going to fall off of the spot, and that's not what I want. I want to stay on it. So I'm flexing and pointing, and actually I can feel it releasing already. Or if you prefer, you could just do circles here. And wherever you are, stay with it for another big breath. And then after you come off, if you've done all that, it's not a bad idea just to move the legs again. So move the hips actively a few times. You can straighten out the legs and point and flex your feet a few times off the roller, and or make some ankle circles off the roller. And that's it.